You've been waiting for it, you've been begging for it, and here it is. Let me introduce you to the Genesis GV80 Prestige. Let's talk about it. What is up, guys? It's me, your car guy, and today I have been dying to do this review, and I have to give it up. Francis, thank you so much. If it wasn't for her, you would not be seeing this review because she special ordered her car about 6 or 7 months ago, and she's actually brought it back after she's taken it home so I can review it. So thank you so much. And the reason I want to wait for her car is because it is very, very nice, and I don't think I've seen a video with the interior. But just to let you know, if you like this or any other Genesis or Hyundai model, go ahead, click that first link in the description below. That's the schedule with Miguel. That way I can guarantee that once you get here, you'll be getting me. But if you can't buy a car for me, no worries. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. That way you and I can keep on doing the channel big and strong. But let me go ahead and show you one cool thing about the Genesis. If you go ahead, lock it up, and go ahead and start up this beautiful thing, it has something called Smart Park. So let's say if it's parked around a whole bunch of jerks that got a little too close to you, all you have to do is hold this button on the key that says P forward, and then the car will actually go ahead and start driving itself away. So that way you don't have to go ahead and do that little shimmy between anything. The car actually comes to you. But as soon as your Genesis is right next to you, all you got to do, hand on the door and hop inside. Now, hopping inside of this GV80, you can see exactly why I wanted to go ahead and put it online. This is the Dune interior, absolutely lovely and very, very different. The Dune is absolutely remarkable. You can see it even reflected in the microfiber headliner and blue color, and it is very, very nice combo when you actually see it in person. And I am a huge fan because everybody and their mama, they got black, they got beige, but the Dune is quite unique. Now, the owner of this car keeps telling me that there is so much spatial awareness when you're driving. It's crazy. You can see out of each of the rear view mirrors. You could also see that on the mirrors there are blind spot sensors, and on those mirrors as well there are turning signal cameras. So if you go ahead and put on your blinker, you will actually see a live video feed of the lane you're trying to change into, so you'll be fully aware of actually what's going on around you. Something else that I liked about the Genesis, or Genesi, I don't know, how do you say that? But something that I've liked about that is that every single rearview mirror, obviously, is auto-dimming. So if there's a jerk behind you with their high beams on, it will be reflected away from your eyes instead of getting reflected into your eyes, which is a very high-class feature. And something new on the GV80 is that when you go ahead and touch the seat adjusters on the side of the seat, you can see right here on the dash that it shows you what button your hand is on, because obviously you can't see right by you. But this is such a smart feature, and I'm glad Genesis has included it, because let's be honest, most car manufacturers don't include all this techie stuff that you see at this phenomenal price point. Again, I just want to reemphasize, I am not actually adjusting the seat, I am just touching my hand to it, so that way you can see exactly what you will be moving if you decide to. Now, with most luxury vehicles, you get a big old screen. That is kind of par for the course in this day and age. But something nice and new for the GV80, aside from the car itself being new, is that you do get a 3D surround view of the car. I'm talking about the same type of things that you'll buy in the BMW and even the Rolls-Royce range, because the car you can actually see is a 360-degree view representation of where you are in real space, taking it to the next level. Not just a backup camera or a 360-degree camera, it's an actual enveloping full 3D view of your GV80. Looking down from that big old screen, you can actually see the air conditioning, and I like that it's very futuristic because it looks like it's a flat plane. It looks like it's made of glass, but if you go ahead and touch it, you could actually get a little bit of haptic feedback, letting you know and simulating pressing an actual button in case you decide to turn the air up, turn the air down, or even angle it from the upper body to the lower body. That new design and ergonomics of the car is something that I find absolutely lovely. Now, top level vehicle, top level luxury, you need top level sound to really get into the groove of driving things. And with your 21 speaker Lexicon audio system, you will be loving the jams as you're cruising. And let me go ahead and tell you, there's a subwoofer under the front two seats. So yeah, that's bumping. Now, here's a point of contention. A lot of people have said, with the exception of the steering wheel, the entire car is absolutely lovely, and I don't agree with you. Seeing it in person, seeing it in pictures is kind of like, it's kind of weird, it's kind of wonky, but getting up close and touching it, I absolutely love it. Not only does it feel nice with the leather, but if you're driving it, let's be honest, you're one of those cool people, so you'll probably just be sitting back cruising around like this anyways, so it's much more spacious and comfortable than those little 5-prong setups that you get in pretty much everybody else. So I like the fact that Genesis went unique with the steering wheel. That's a really good way to do it. Now, a car this caliber obviously has a bunch of stuff, wireless car charging. You also do have cup holders too, but I love the selector knob for the menu. This little knurled ring actually does spin, so if you want to zoom in or zoom out from the maps, you could zoom in and zoom out from the maps. And let's say you go to the sub menu, if you go ahead and push this little white part, it actually selects it. So that is very intuitive and something that I absolutely love about the GV80. Now, underneath that, you also do have the gear selector, which is clear, but on the bottom of the clear part, it again is this knurled finish that you're going to see throughout the entire car, really giving it that upscale feel. And it's not like anything else out there. There's a few cars that have it, like BMW's 850i's and stuff like that, but just to have it in this car, I don't know, just makes you feel special. Oh, and here's another cool thing that my buddy Francis actually said about the car. She went to go visit her sister, and an hour into her drive, it activated the ergo motion seating. Now, what that is, it's kind of like a massage-esque feature. It's not a literal massage, but it's more of like a stretching. And an hour after she departed her house, it actually started up by itself, again making sure that once you arrive, the road trip doesn't take and suck the life out of you. It makes sure that you are very well suited for the trip ahead, which is something extremely smart. Now, something interesting is, remember how I said Smart Park will actually bring the car to you? Well, in the Genesis, which is in fact different than the Hyundai system, is that it will actually Smart Park for you. For example, when you're driving, all you have to do is go ahead and hold the camera button, and you're going to see this little graphic right here that says drive less than 12 miles an hour. And once it finds a suitable parking spot, it'll tell you to go ahead and push park. Then if you'd like to, you can actually hop out of your car, and using the Smart Park buttons on your key, the car will actually go forwards and backwards and drive itself into a parking lot. So it is a totally hands-free and super cool operation. Hopping in the rear of the car, this is another phenomenal place to be, because if you're being driven around, you might as well go ahead and enjoy a few of the luxuries that are part of the Prestige package. First and foremost, you have heating and ventilated seats, so they warm and cool, which is so nice, especially in a state like Florida right here. Another great thing is that I haven't seen this on another car. It is actually electrically adjustable. So like most other fancy cars, you still have like a little lever that you have to go and be a peasant about and adjust it manually, where this one feels like it's the driver's seat of any other car. It's electrically activated and electrically folding too. So again, you don't actually have to work in this car to do what you need to do. You just push a button, it folds and unfolds, and voila, you are enjoying your life in the lap of luxury. Now, this is more of a testament to the ease of living with this and the engineers. I love you guys, by the way. If you look at the front passenger seat, you're going to see a couple buttons. What are those for? I'm glad you asked. So if you're sitting in the second row behind the front passenger seats, all you have to do is push these buttons on the side passenger seat to go ahead and adjust it. That way you don't have to go ahead and burden the driver or even burden yourself by getting out and moving the front seat forward. That is super smart. And here's another luxury feature. A lot of cars come with this, but almost none are like it. Let me go ahead and introduce you to the power side window shade of the Genesis GV80, because of course, if you're buying the Prestige, you can't just do things yourself. You have to have things done for you. And with the electric sunshade, in case there's a little too much light coming through these dark back windows, just go ahead, pull up the window selector, and comes up and down your side sunshade. Now, in no way, shape, or form Is there a better seat than the driver's seat? But here's a little consolation prize in case you're being driven. Not only do you have a vanity mirror up front, but if you actually look in the ceiling for the back two seats, you also do have vanity mirrors, so that way you can go ahead and check yourself out, make sure that you're looking proper and just right before you hop out for your night on the town. That is something I absolutely love and something that you get with the Prestige. I wanted to make it a point to show you how spacious the back of the car is, because it's not just a pretty face, it has a lot of virtues about it too, and the cargo room is one of them. Obviously, if you push the two buttons on the side, the front two seats lay down, and with those seats fully flat, you could accommodate up to 84 cubic feet of cargo room in your Genesis GV80. Not that you want to, but you have that capability. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to take this beauty on the road, but the level of quietness in this car is mental. Not only do you have double pane glass with a little limit in between that actually absorbs sound, it has active noise cancellation. That way, if a frequency is coming at this level, you're going to get an opposite frequency emitted from the car to cancel each other out. How mental is that technology? But now being on the outside, let me show you some of the beautiful lines this vehicle has. I would have to say that if I could only pick one thing about the outside of this car, I would say you're crazy. But I do want to say that when you opt to get the Prestige package, you will be getting 22-inch rims that come with your car. It's the only package to offer it. And if you've been following this car since its inception, you will notice, and look right here, on these rims, you do have a little bit of style, very similar to the GV80 concept car that came out about 2 or 3 years ago. I didn't forget about you horsepower buffs. When you go ahead and open the hood, you will see the 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 giving 375 horsepower. And fun fact, when you get the V6, you will also be getting standard all-wheel drive. Here's something I found really interesting. Getting into the start of this video, I felt like getting in and out of the GV80, you'd feel like I'm better than everybody. And it's really not like that. I mean, you do, but it's more like yeah, I deserve to be here. You appreciate the refinement, you really do like the style, and the fact of the matter is that almost nothing else on the road looks like it, unless you own the new G80 or the G90, which is another like exclusivity factor piece that really does make people feel a little bit better about what they bought. And this thing is absolutely amazing. But if you like this video, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share this content, and make sure to leave a few comments. What else would you like to see me do? But guys, that has been my time. So until next time, I'm the Car Guy, and I'll see you soon. Now, here's a little point of contention. A lot of people have said, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to go ahead and take this. Now, we are, of course, talking about the premium, and I would be remiss if I didn't go ahead and remind you. Oh, crap. I said go ahead again. I want to make it a point to go ahead. Damn it. I wanted to make it. This is crazy. Now, another one of my favorite things about the style of the car is that once you go ahead and opt to get the crap. Keep on saying go ahead. I know you got, I see it. I know it.